Hi, thanks for tuning in. This video is a quick primer on the potential risks of using the Insight Timer app. It's based on real research, as indicated by the ref icon that will appear on screen when relevant. Have you heard of Insight Timer? It claims to be the #1 free app for sleep, anxiety and stress, best known for its meditations with a huge library of meditation tracks. It also offers a meditation timer, music, yoga, guided breathwork exercises, courses, discussion groups, and more. Sounds great, doesn't it? Yet most of its users are unaware of its potential risks. That's because they're buried within the platform's lengthy terms of service and privacy policy that you must agree to when you sign up. The terms of service is the contract that dictates the relationship between Insight Timer and its users. If you're thinking, hardly anyone reads those things, you'd be right. There are real-life examples of users unwittingly agreeing to ridiculous requirements, such as when around 7,500 users signed their immortal souls over to GameStation in 2010, or another 506 promised their firstborn child to an imaginary social media company in 2015. We should definitely be reading the contracts we sign more carefully. Insight Timer's terms of service are fairly risk-free for most users. True, Insight Timer can pause or cancel your access to its app anytime for any or no reason, but it would be bad business practice for this to happen without good cause. The community guidelines identify unsuitable user behaviour, how to report such behaviour, and detail the consequences. The flagging system used to report online harassment is like many other platforms because it doesn't allow users to elaborate on complaints or respond to them. Here's hoping the interactions on an app intended to reduce user anxiety and stress are mostly friendly, supportive, and harassment-free. If you're a teacher uploading content to Insight Timer, the terms of service are another story entirely. You essentially sign over all the rights to your work forever, with no guarantee that it will even remain connected to your name. There's too much teacher information to unpack in this short clip, but I'll soon post a video with details just for you. Subscribe now to be notified when it's released. The risks in using the Insight Timer app are mostly found in the privacy policy you accept when you agree to the terms of service. The privacy policy explains what Insight Timer can do with your data. At nearly 10,000 words, this document's length is one reason most people don't read these things thoroughly. Unfortunately, companies need to protect themselves legally, and research shows that just simplifying the terms used doesn't help users understand them any better. And that's why I've read them for you. The main problem with Insight Timer is the large amounts of personal data it collects from you. It only collects your name, email address, approximate location, and political or religious beliefs. It collects data on any actions you take on the app, including searches, messages, and comments. But it doesn't stop there. Insight Timer also collects information about you from privately owned marketing, analytics, and social media databases, combining it with the other data it collects directly. That means a massive amount of your personal information can be collected and combined. This information will be used to personalise your app experience and enable targeted ads. But the real red flag is the wording used to describe how it will use your information for business and commercial purposes, or those of a third party, like its service providers. It is just way too vague. It pretty much allows them to hand your data over to anyone they feel like, and they don't even need to tell you if they do so. That means you'll never know who has your data or how it might be used against you. Platform affordances that monitor our actions and collate our data into a searchable format allow us little control and result in less individual privacy. This is well understood now, and many of us are concerned about online privacy. Sadly, there's not a lot we can do about it. Most platforms don't offer us a choice. We accept the terms of service and privacy policy presented to us, or we don't use the platform. That's certainly the case with Insight Timer. It's a great app with free options to develop meditation habits, sleep better, and stress less. But if you're going to use it, at least be aware that it will collect large amounts of data from you, combine it with data from third parties, and share it with just about anyone it chooses. Who would have thought a wellness app could be so disturbing? To learn more, follow the links in the video description to the full reference list and read Insight Timer's policies yourself. Thanks for joining me, and see you next time.